James Boline, pastor at St. Paul, Santa Monica, and a member of the Synod Council and Executive Committee. I speak in favor of upholding the Synod Council's decision to invoke our Synod Constitution, rightly placing Faith Lutheran Church, San Dimas, in synodical preservation from deterioration into a non-ELCA entity. Let me tell you why. In their own words, LGBTQIA plus rostered leaders like me are the reason they want to leave the ELCA. In their own words, the ELCA's use of inclusive language and expansive imagery for God in our worship and in our worship resources is the reason they want to leave the ELCA behind. In their own words, the ELCA's vocal support of our fellow beloved Lutheran Palestinian Christian siblings being oppressed by the apartheid policies of the State of Israel are the reason they want to leave the ELCA behind. By now, they have already left the ELCA behind in their hearts and minds, and now they want to use a mechanism called the LCMC, Lutheran Churches in Mission for Christ, which according to its own website, describes itself not as a denomination, but as a movement. In their identity statement, they say, "We celebrate the fact that everyone is wired a little differently." That might sound good, but it's misleading. The LCMC's very name tells you what they believe. They're a movement of congregations who regard themselves as being in mission for Christ, as opposed to the rest of us in the ELCA, whom they regard as being in mission for something else other than the saving gospel of our crucified and risen Lord Jesus Christ. They regard us as the imposter Lutherans, but in fact, and very sadly, they are imposters who will shamefully fake it till they make it out of the ELCA and hijack what remains of the congregation.